How are we all? Happy Friday to you all, by the way. But do you know what? I want to speak about you for a wee minute. You. Yeah, I know I'm always on here yabbering on about me and blah, 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 right? But it's not all about me. If you know, you know, by the way. Right, so I want to speak about you. Have you spent the last 20 to 30 years of your life on a diet, right? Counting calories, try to cut out bread, try to cut out chocolate, thinking that you should feel better than you do. Do you know, if only you could stick to that 800 calories a day, you would be fine. If only you could drop that stone, do you know, your life would be better, right? Sticking to or trying to do every single diet, like I have literally done every single diet, right? And I'm sure there's a lot of yous out there that have as well, right? But then you wonder why you get to our age, 45, 50, midlife. Sorry, I'm totally recording a podcast at the same time. Like, check me out, technical guru and all that. Anyway, it's not about me, like I said, all right? So you're exhausted. You've got to midlife, right? You're absolutely fucking knackered, right? You're wondering, like, what the fuck is happening here? Instead of loving your life, you're actually just trying to get through the day, right? Now, I get it. You know I get it, right? You all follow me for a reason. You know that I totally get it, all right? But it doesn't have to be like this. But your body now is different from what it was like in your 20s, right? And I lived on, don't know about you, I lived on coffee and nicotine, coffee and fags, right, when I was 20 odds. Coffee, fags and running. That's pretty much what got me through life, all right? But it doesn't work, and it's so difficult to start eating properly and to actually eat the calories that you should be on to fuel your body. Like most women, right, trying not to have a sharp intake of breath here, right, but most midlife women, right, would do exceptionally well on at least 1800 calories a day, right, to fuel their body, to fuel their brain, to sort their perimenopause symptoms out, to make them sleep better, to cut back on the brain fog, to cut back on the anxiety, right? But what do? We try and live on 800 to 1000, all right? But also, what I don't want you to think is I don't want you to think that you're broken. I don't want you to think that, oh, you know, it's the menopause, right? Exactly what I thought, 100%, all right? But I want you to start learning and understanding that half your problems, not all your problems, all right? Half your problems are coming from the fact that you're not eating properly and you're not eating enough. And you're probably also not moving, all right? It's very true, right? You're not exercising enough, you're not lifting the weights enough, etc., etc. All right, so I want you to learn and understand how to fuel your body. Anyway, as much as I'm on here to speak about you, which is very true, all right, because that is a lot of yous, as it was me as well, I have this new coaching program coming out, right? And if you are sitting on the fence about it, it is, I've called it on fire, right? Because I think that we should all be on fire, not literally, like we're not going to burn ourselves to keep somebody else warm, right? We're going to do the exact opposite of that, and we're going to prioritise ourselves, all right? So it's based on fueling your body, funnily enough, all right? But it's different from anything else that I do, right? There's no calorie counting in it for a start, and there's no MyFitnessPal in it, and there's not necessarily any scales in it neither, because I want you to learn to eat properly, as in to be able to visualise what you're eating on your plate, right? So a wee bit of protein, a wee bit of carbs, loads of fruit and veg, all right? And that'll build your confidence, because in midlife, our confidence dips as well, right? And it's absolutely shit. It's like one of the worst feelings ever. We get no confidence. We can't believe that we can do anything, especially if you've got full-time jobs and stuff, all right? We start to doubt ourselves. Our self-belief goes. Can't remember the word. See, this is exactly why I know what you're going through, because I'm like, yeah, I've totally got a spiel, and now I'm like, can't remember it, right? Anyway, if we can learn and understand properly how to fuel our body, how to fuel our brains, all right? Brain fog comes from our brains, all right? And our brains need sugar, not necessarily sugar in the Haribo form, but we need sugar, all right? Everything that we eat, all the carbs that we eat, our body converts that into glucagon, whatever you want to call it, all right? That goes into our brain, all right? So this is not another diet. It is not another 6-week challenge, all right? I'm not interested in getting you to sign up with me, to come and work with me, to pay me money for me to turn around at the end of the 6 weeks and say, yeah, either, do you know, oh, well done, you're the winner, you've lost a stone, right? That's bullshit. What we need to do before we get you dieting, right? I understand that you want fat loss, right? I totally get it. I wanted fat loss as well, but until you can get your body up to this level, as opposed to being like this, all right, you're actually never going to manage to stick to a diet. You're just going to spend the next 20 years of your life, right, trying to stick to 800 calories, 1200 calories, or whatever. You get to the weekend, you're fucking starving, right, and you also think that you deserve a reward because you've been good all week. So then you go and kick the arse out at the weekend, right? So we want to take all of that away. I want to teach you to manage social events without feeling deprived or without going all in and kicking the absolute arse out of it. I want you to feel more confident. My ultimate goal, like my ultimate goal, is to get every midlife woman being able to stand in the bedroom, either in front of their partner or their husband or in front of a mirror, take their clothes off and actually fucking like what they see, right? Because part of the problem is we're hankering after somebody that we used to be, right? We don't want to go back to that someday. Yeah, you maybe liked how you looked in the mirror when you were younger, or how you looked when you were going out or whatever, right? But I guarantee you, you still would have had like some kind of fucking anxiety going on or self-doubt. It was a horrible time. Well, for a lot of us, it was a horrible time. All right, but this is the chance for you to be fucking awesome. This is midlife, all right? You've got another 40 odd years of your life, 40 odd years of your life, right? You could just have lived 50% of your life. So you've got another 50%. So what are you going to do? Are you going to keep doing the same shit and expecting different results? Or are you actually going to take 6 weeks of your time, 6 weeks of your time and work with me, right? Have the ability to make some changes, to be coachable, to learn how your body works now that you're in midlife, now that your hormones are all over the place, etc., right? And feel fucking awesome. Why would you not want to do that? Why would you not want to do that? So, anyway, there's a priority list, all right? You need to be on it at 10 o'clock on Monday morning. Everybody that's on my priority list is going to get access to this 6 weeks of coaching with a discounted price for the 6 weeks and a fucking awesome bonus call, which you can have with me, all right, one-to-one, wee WhatsApp video call, you know, and we'll have a wee chat about what your goals are and see what we can do to get you started straight away. So the actual coaching starts at the end of September, but we're going to give you a discount. I'm going to give you a free bonus call. I'm going to lock it up your fucking arse and we're going to smash life. Yeah, all right, because I'm absolutely scunnered with midlife women telling me that their life is over, they're fat now, none of their clothes fit them, they're too scared to do any exercise. So, you going to die unfulfilled and scared? Or are you going to grab life by the fucking balls? Speak to you all soon, my lovely. Bye-bye.